Hello, me and all my friends welcome you to this week's brew guide video. My friends. Hello, fellow coffee fans, fans of coffee, and people of the internet. My name is Haley. I'm your local resident neighborhood Q grader, coming at you live from our fellow store and playground in San Francisco, California, here to talk to you about a really exciting coffee, but also something that we just released this week that you can put your coffee into, Carter Cold. I'm so excited about Carter Cold. It's everything that you love about a Carter Move mug, but with a sippable straw in lid, right? So a reusable straw, reusable cup. You don't have to take your ice drinks anymore in like a plastic cup that'll get condensation on the outside, makes your hand cold. You don't like that. These have the ceramic lined inside of Carter Move, double wall insulated so they keep stuff cold for a really long time, plus a lid in the straw. I have not put mine down since I got it. Anyway, you're gonna wanna go over to fellowproducts.com and check out Carter Cold. Go pick one up. You will love it for the summer. Today, I am brewing iced coffee for Carter Cold's release, just as a festive thing, and also as a festive thing to welcome summer, right? Say festive one more time, Haley. I think it's super appropriate as warmer weather comes around in the Northern Hemisphere for iced coffee to also come around. Super delicious. Let's get into what I'm brewing today. So I'm brewing Square Mile's Kenya Cheriwet. It is a washed Kenya. Just really sweet on ice as well, right? So I'm brewing it over ice. It's a 23 grams in to 350 grams out ratio recipe, so a 15-to-1 ratio roughly. I'm doing about 60-40 of that water to ice, so I'm doing 200 grams of water to 150 grams of ice, right? To make that 350 of either liquid or frozen water. Science. I'm brewing at 205 degrees. Again, over ice. I'm putting ice in my carafe here. I ground at a 4.2 with Ode plus SSP, 3.2 on Ode Gen 2, and a 2.2 on Ode Gen 1. So you want to err toward the finer side for pour over, right? Now, I didn't do it in this brew, but I've been noticing it comes out delicious when you swirl about 5 times gently after the second pour. If you do or if you don't, that's up to preference. I brewed it without swirling this time because honestly it's delicious either way, but I encourage you to test it out and see what your preference is there. Also, just a quick delineation here between iced coffee, flash iced coffee, or Japanese style iced coffee as it's called, versus cold brew. Flash iced coffee, or Japanese style iced coffee as it's often called, is brewed directly over ice, right? So it's brewed hot over ice. It's quicker than cold brew, and also it preserves that complexity and beautiful acidity in the coffee, and often it can give a little bit of extra sweetness with the rapid temperature change. Cold brew is brewed for longer, has the coffee, is given a longer amount of time for water to, water is the universal solvent, so it sits longer in water, breaks down for longer. A lot of those chemical compounds that make that brilliant acidity in coffee tend to break down, which generally gives you a smoother cup, but there's, some loss of brightness and acidity, of sweetness, of complexity, maybe less sweetness, but definitely a big loss in complexity in cold brew, but up to preference. Just wanted to give you that little delineation there. This coffee is really delicious, hot or iced. A lot of sweetness coming out. Just a really interesting coffee, hot or iced. Check out our brew guide that we posted on our website for tasting notes, attributes, how to brew, or suggestions to brew on StagX for a hot brew. This recipe for an iced to flash iced coffee. And also espresso suggestions for those of you who are espresso fans. You'll find those there as well. Couldn't be happier with this Square Mile Kenya. Thank you, Square Mile, for bringing this to us. It's just a treat. You're gonna love it iced. You're gonna love it iced in your Carter Cold. I guarantee it. As always, it's really easy to order from Fellow Drops. All you have to do is text us the number 123 a million, however many bags, and probably not a million. That's a lot of coffee. Not here to judge, but that is a lot of coffee. If you don't text us back, we won't charge you or send you coffee. We'll just text you next week on Tuesday with another suggestion that we think is super quality and very compelling and delicious. As always, please leave us any comments, questions, or just drop us a line in the comment section. And I have been and will continue to be Haley, and I thank you for joining me. I will see you next week for another Brew Guide video. Thanks.